Local 4 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
Convoys of Detroit police officers racing down the street, some trying to get their brother in blue to the hospital, others hurrying to the scene where he and another officer were shot.
So this suspect, if he's watching, you know who you are. We're going to find you. Do yourself a favor, and turn yourself in.
And in fact, it appears they have found him as we come to you tonight with Local 4 News at 11. This all-out manhunt for the shooter who wounded 2 police officers at the top of the news.
In the past few hours, police officers have been intensely combing West Side neighborhoods for that suspect, 60-year-old Raymond Durham, and we have just learned he has been taken into custody. We have every angle covered for you tonight.
Jason Colthorpe live at the hospital. We'll have updates on the officers in a moment. Let's start with Mara McDonald with more on this manhunt, which apparently has found its man. Mara?
Devin, I want to show you something. Take a walk with me. Sorry, we're on Michigan Avenue and it's a mess out here. Can you see all the flashing lights down there? That is where they just arrested Raymond Durham. Maybe 4 blocks away, we're talking maybe Michigan and West Grand Boulevard area. At Michigan and Vinewood, you can see the police cars are starting to come this way. It is turning into a caravan of officers at this point. But we have been told that Raymond Durham has been taken into custody just moments ago here at Michigan and Vinewood, which means that he has been in this area as police expected all night. Stand by. Here we go. One of these cars has him in there. They're hauling out of here right now. Let me take you through here. Jake, can you walk with me a little bit? Okay, so you see the police cars flying through here. Let's get into something that isn't a pothole here. Okay, this is Michigan Avenue where we're at right now. It has been a parking lot all night. Police have had the thing blocked off since about 8:45. It was a critical part of their perimeter. Do you see the big blue command unit there? Police have set up their mobile command post there. It means that the suspect was all of maybe 5 blocks away from them, at least for the majority of the evening. What Jake is showing you right now is 96. They've had that shut down, or at least access to 96 shut down for most of the night. Jake, can we show them Tillman? Okay. You see the street right here, where all these police officers are that are still cordoned off. About 2 blocks in is where this shooting went down. You had 2 Detroit police officers working the area. It is a known narcotics area. These police officers approached the suspect, started talking to him. What's going on out here? What are you doing out here? He presented them his ID. And then, police say, he pulled out a gun and started firing. Let's listen to Detroit Police Chief James Craig.
The suspect then reached in his pocket, pulled out a gun, firing shots at both officers, striking both officers. The officers did return fire. It is unknown at this point whether or not their shots took effect.
Back here live, it is unclear whether Durham has been hit, but we know that he has been apprehended. The picture that police were using of him was actually the picture on the ID that he gave police officers. Police have been out here, and not just the Detroit Police Department, but multiple agencies have been out here. I'd say they've had about a 1 square mile perimeter. They moved it down from 2 square miles to 1 square mile, and they flushed him out, got him maybe 5 blocks going that way. They've had SWAT out here, Violent Crimes Task Force is out here, and they just got him. My colleague Jason Colthorpe has been live at Detroit Receiving Hospital all night tonight. He's got the latest on the officers. Jace, what can you tell us?
Well, first, Marla, let me back up and confirm that the suspect has been shot and he is on his way. Durham is to Detroit Receiving Hospital right now, and you can see a lot of officers behind me gathering near the door. They've been here all night, numerous officers rushing to Detroit Receiving once word got out that these 2 officers were shot, trying to get word on their condition. And first and foremost, let's cover that. They are critical, but they are expected to be okay. One is a 20-year veteran of the force, the other a 4-year veteran of the force. And listen to Chief James Craig one more time talk about how close this was to being a fatal shooting tonight.
One of our officers was shot in the ankle, non-fatal. but he was also shot twice in the upper torso, but he's wearing a protective body armor. We believe that saved his life. Second officer, however, was shot in the neck. We are not sure the extent of the injuries, but he's being treated. The early diagnosis is that he's going to be okay. We're just not certain.
All right, guys, as we come back here live, let's get a live update now from Chief James Craig, who is joining us with an update on the situation.
So I can tell you right now, we do have a suspect in custody. Just want to commend the great work of our Detroit police officers, our TRU unit, but the collaborative effort. You know, we had MSP, just a real collaborative effort, really looking for this suspect who was armed and dangerous. He did sustain a gunshot wound to one of his legs. He has been transported, not to this hospital, but to another local hospital where he will be treated for his injuries. So our investigation continues.
Chief, was he shot in the first encounter or when he was taken into custody?
No, the first encounter. In fact, we are very certain that it happened during the first encounter based on the evidence that we have. During the second encounter, again, the suspect was suffering from a gunshot wound. He was taken into custody without incident.
Did the officers find him, sir, or were they notified by the public?
They found him.
What can you say about these officers who were able to get around?
You know, I got to tell you, I've worked in a couple of police departments, the Detroit Police Department, some of the finest officers in America. You know, we talk about American heroes. They were relentless. They never gave up. They were committed to the mission. And we got the suspect.
Chief, any updates on your officers? I know earlier you said that you're cautiously optimistic.
I'm always cautious. Until you walk out of this place, I'm cautiously optimistic. And so at this point, they're being treated. Their families are with them. And so we just hope that they'll be walking out of here very soon.
Have they recovered his weapon?
By the way, they did recover a weapon during the arrest. So a weapon was recovered.
You know, I'm assuming, Chief, that since they recovered that weapon, that will be used to figure out if he had any connection whatsoever to the Colin Rose shooting. And
we are not ruling anything out. Absolutely. We're looking at everything.
All right, guys, there you just got a quick little update from Chief James Craig. And you heard him mention the Officer Rose connection. That's a possible connection because this scene was about a mile away from where Officer Rose was shot and killed. And these officers were on that scene because of an uptick in investigations in that area. Now, they haven't ruled anything out. We talked to Chief Craig about that earlier. We're not so sure about that. But first, again, you heard these officers, critical, expected to be okay. The chief is cautiously optimistic. The suspect, Durham, has been shot in the leg. He's been taken to another hospital. Let's get out to Tim Pamplin with the night cam where this latest arrest was made. Tim?
Yeah, Jason, this is Michigan and Vinewood. If you look down there on the night cam, you'll see the scene, the command post where the shooting occurred, the city in the background. 6 blocks down here on Michigan Avenue. So walk over here, you'll see police officers. This is where the apprehension just took place. They took him into custody outside that black vehicle there. Officers have just taken him from the scene here, taken him to the hospital. As we look around here, you'll see these tire marks along the road, along Michigan Avenue, leading me to believe that for some reason this person may have been in that vehicle. Officers said he was in a car. Now, I don't know if it was this black one, but one witness who just left the scene here said that there was about 100 police cars in this area all evening since that shooting, and finally they got their man, and he's now in custody in the hospital. And so that's the scene right now. The manhunt has ended. Back to you guys in the studio.
That is some very, very good news. Thank you very much, Tim.
Took just about 2.5 hours or so for them to track him down. If you're just joining us, we get you up to speed here on the breaking news that we've been following tonight. Detroit police say that the man who shot and injured 2 police officers is, as Tim just showed us, in custody. 60-year-old Raymond Durham was arrested near Michigan and Vinewood.
Police say the officers approached him near a narcotics location near Tillman and Ash, and when they were looking at his ID, he pulled a gun and fired. One officer was shot in the ankle and upper torso. The other was shot in the neck.
Both of them are going to expected to survive this. Durham was also shot, though, during that initial encounter, shot in the leg, according to the chief, on his way to the hospital right now. We do not yet have the names of these two officers. Earlier tonight, the chief told us they had to wait until families were notified, but as we just heard him say, their families are now with them, so we would expect we will learn the identity of these officers here very soon.
But officers with a 20-year seniority and 4-year seniority have been protecting our streets, that is for sure. We will continue to follow the developments on this breaking story and bring you the very latest on air, online, and of course the very first thing on Local 4 News today, starting at 4:30.
All right, also making news tonight, the president calls it a judicial overreach. Hours before it was to take place, a federal judge in Hawaii puts a stop to the president's revised travel ban. Judge Derek Watson, in a 43-page ruling, says Hawaii would suffer financially if the executive order blocked the flow of tourists. The ban targets 6 predominantly Muslim countries. The judge says it also violates the First Amendment protection against religious discrimination. The president disagreed during a rally tonight in Tennessee.
This ruling makes us look weak, which, by the way, we no longer are, believe me. Just look at our borders. We're going to fight this terrible ruling. We're going to take our case as far as it needs to go, including all the way up to the Supreme Court.
Because important to remember, this was attempt 2 on this law, the redo, after the first one was shut down in the courts. In all, more than a half dozen states have been trying to stop the ban altogether.
But hours before, President Trump was in Ypsilanti talking about how important manufacturing is to his administration at the American Center for Mobility. He said he was unhappy with the regulations the auto industry is working under, and it's start with fuel efficiency from the Obama administration.
Just days before my inauguration, the previous administration cut short the promised midterm review in an 11th hour executive action. Today, I am announcing that we are going to cancel that executive action.
Ford, GM, and Chrysler bussed in about 650 auto workers for that speech. The president also met with their CEOs while in town. Also, Detroit native and Housing and Urban Development Secretary Dr. Ben Carson will be in town for the next few days for what's being called a listening tour. He says he wants to hear from key people who rely on and support public housing. He's expected to visit public housing projects in Detroit with Mayor Mike Duggan.
A lot more to come, but we continue to follow breaking news from Detroit's west side. 60-year-old Raymond Durham, the man suspected of shooting 2 Detroit police officers, has been arrested right now, heading to the hospital. He was shot by those officers during that initial encounter, but then he was arrested about 3 hours later on Michigan and Vinewood. We're told without incident, but he was suffering from a gunshot wound to the leg.
We remain on the scene tonight, and we will continue to bring you updates on this breaking news situation as more information comes into our newsroom.
Updating tonight's breaking news from Detroit Receiving Hospital, where 2 Detroit police officers are being treated after being shot tonight. One in the ankle, one in the neck, a through-and-through injury. Both expected to be okay, but both are considered critical. More and more officers arriving at the scene here to be with their brothers who've been shot tonight, and more of them arriving because the suspect is now in custody, having been shot in the leg himself during that confrontation with police. He's been taken to another hospital. And as we follow this tonight, just an incredible turn of events. But these 2 officers looking like they are going to be okay tonight. We're live at Detroit Receiving. Jason Colthorpe, Local 4.
All of our best thoughts with them at this hour and updates as where they are available. All right, Jason. Well, the Okemos man who attacked a prosecutor during a hearing will spend the next 39 years in prison. Last summer, 35-year-old Joshua Harding pulled a metal makeshift knife and lunged at the lawyer inside a Lansing courtroom. Today, he was sentenced to 20 years for that attempted murder, but then he also got a 19-year sentence for sexual assault, which is what the case was originally based on.
Prosecutors will decide charges against a 16-year-old boy accused of setting fire to the Islamic Center of Ypsilanti. It went up in flames last weekend. Police say the teen set the fire intentionally, but believe it wasn't a hate crime. He was supposedly having issues with his parents.
The U.S. women's hockey team is boycotting the World Championships in Plymouth this month. The defending champs are in a dispute with USA Hockey. They want fair wages, equal support, and facilities as offered to the men's team. USA Hockey says they are increasing support of the team. Tonight, we are getting our first look at the new seats at the Little Caesars Arena.
Right now, they're being installed on the southwest side of the lower bowl. We're told the seats are wider and more comfortable. Also, they include cup holders. Everything's better with cup holders, isn't it?
What is anything without a cup holder in this day and age? But it's really starting to look like an arena. Ooh. Of course, they laid the cement last week for where the ice rink will be, and here we go. Pretty exciting. Well, we've got a very, very cold night, just as we're about to say so long to winter.
We do. Ice and snow will be around in the morning, but maybe not so much as we get in the afternoon. A little bit of melting in the way. We did have a couple flakes out there tonight. The last of a little band of snow sort of rolled through the south end of Wayne County. You can see it's almost done. South end of Telegraph there towards downriver, and that is just about it. Once that exits, we will be under mainly clear skies tonight. There's just not a whole lot to look at back beyond that once you get to the west. High pressure is going to take control, and that's going to mean generally wall-to-wall sunshine as we get through the day tomorrow. 29 is what the thermometer says, feeling like 18 with that 14-mile-an-hour wind out of the northwest. Really, everybody's in the 20s, but we're going to drop to the teens tonight. Should see this low temperatures accelerate, the drop accelerate as we get later into the nighttime hours. So the rest of tomorrow, no problem at all. But once we get into Friday, we're expecting moisture, but this latest run of the model that we're showing you here looks like this is going to be a little bit more snow and a little bit less rain, if any at all. You can see it's all pretty much all blue as it rolls through our corner of the state. That should come to an end Friday evening. And then on Saturday, some good news there, not much moisture. If we see anything, it's probably going to be a couple flakes in the morning, and that's going to be about it. If this solution verifies, we're looking at possibly an inch plus from that Friday system. So we'll have to keep an eye on it as we head towards St. Patrick's Day on Friday. 16 tonight for the overnight low. Skies mostly clear. And as we get into the afternoon tomorrow, this is going to be the warmest temperatures that we have seen in a week, believe it or not, above freezing. So we will get some melting out there. 38 in Detroit, Dearborn, downriver. In fact, most of the metro zone hitting that number. South zone just close to 40, but not quite there. And we will see some slightly cooler numbers north of Michigan Avenue here, mid-30s generally in Genesee and Livingston counties, Canton and Ann Arbor and Manchester at 38. And our coolest numbers will be in our north zone, all mid-30s there for high temperatures tomorrow. Plenty of sunshine to go along with it. 38 seems to be the magic number as we get into Friday and Saturday. And even though that is above freezing there on Friday, it's going to be cold enough just above the surface to keep that mostly snow. And then here comes the weekend with our first average temperature that we've seen in a while. That is average 45, by the way. You got to.
That's where we're supposed to be.
That is it. And spring rolls in on Monday. So there you go, 46 for our first
Looking forward. That'd be a nice morning for a morning run. Started out at 6:29 with the sunrise.
Let me know.
You gonna join me?
Tell us. Yeah, take pictures, will you? Because we won't be there.
I'll tweet it.
We'll be right back with more in just a minute.
Family Fun.
If you're just joining us, let's get you caught up on breaking news from Detroit's west side, where 2 officers were shot tonight.
Police have arrested the suspect you see right there on the screen. Tim Pamplin is at the scene where he was taken in custody and is learning more from how this came about. Tim.
Yeah, Karen, so it was a little sporadic earlier when this suspect was taken into custody shortly before 11 o'clock right here at Michigan and Vinewood. As I approached the scene, a couple of detectives here telling me exactly how this takedown went down. They got some tips that led them to this field at Michigan and Vinewood. As I turn up the night cam here, I zoom into these weeds, these bushes over here. Raymond Durham was hiding right in there, gun in his waistband. He surrendered when police approached him with their guns drawn. He was taken into custody. They discovered he had a gunshot wound to his leg, which he sustained during the initial shooting. He is now in custody in the hospital. So Raymond Durham, suspect wanted for shooting 2 Detroit police officers, is now in custody. Back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Tim, we will continue to update the story, including more on the conditions of the officers as we learn it. Other news tonight, a 72-year-old Chesterfield Township woman is facing felony charges after investigators say she shot her husband. Police say Cheryl Archambault admitted to shooting her 71-year-old husband during an argument. He's in serious but stable condition. Archambault is charged with assault with intent to murder.
The Wayne County Department of Health is reporting an outbreak of chickenpox. 32 cases have been identified in children. Ages range from 5 to 15 years old, with the last date of onset March 12th. The school was not named in that bulletin that went out to healthcare providers, but we know the school has students from both Wayne and Oakland County. It's not clear how many of these students had been vaccinated against the virus. Generally, chickenpox appear about 2 weeks after exposure.